Unfortunately for this spot, but fortunately for me, I picked up a job and I have to be there in a few days. So yeah, man. Another great spot, dude. Well, I guess it's time to show you guys the view.
Here's my chance to break contract, to exist without the lie that will live to be something more than feeling deep inside. But I'm worth only numbers for the bearing of your pride. I only live to be alive. I only live to be alive.
Look at that, dude. That's Monument Valley right over there. And this is Valley of the Gods right here. There's a couple people here. A lot of truck campers, dude. It's crazy. Lots of truck campers. I saw at least like 5. I'd say that's a pretty good shot for Truck Camper Magazine, dude. Wow. This is insane. Truck camper life, dude. Last time I was here, the sun was kind of going down, and we were staying over at Mexican Hat, and so we only kind of briefly drove through. And this spot where I'm staying right now isn't even like the greatest part of this valley. So I've got plenty of time today, and it's my last day before I have to head to the town where my job is. So I think I'm probably just gonna go for a joyride, dude. Probably like blast some tunes and just enjoy my last day off here in this beautiful area. Wow! I love this so much, dude. This is insane. Man, what a crazy drive that was, dude. After that, for dinner tonight, I'm kind of just gonna throw something together. It's basically like a combination of like a stir fry, maybe like Mongolian grill, hoo hot, if you've ever been there, that type of thing. Basically, you just chop up a bunch of stuff and throw it in a pan and hope it works out. So I'll show you what I got going on here. So to make this Mongolian grill stir fry hybrid thing that I'm gonna throw together today, we've got chicken breasts, a red bell pepper, teriyaki and soy sauce, garlic, butter, onion, mushroom, broccoli, and green onion. And then I do have these like canned stir fry vegetables that I'll probably throw some of those in there to make it a little more authentic, hopefully. I don't know. And then, dude, I don't have like regular Asian noodle things, so we're just gonna use regular fettuccine. I know that that sounds weird, dude, using regular fettuccine. I have tried this before and have been without noodles in the past, and I think it was like wheat spaghetti or something at the time, and it tasted very good, dude. So I don't think it's gonna make a difference, but if it does, I'll totally let you know. Wow, dude. Look at that, man. I sure hope it tastes as good as it looks, because that looks amazing. If you look closely, you could still see the steam rolling off the top there, too. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Wow. You know, dude, this is like one of those meals that, like, I knew it was going to taste good the whole time. I mean, it smells amazing in here. It's very warm. Or it was very warm. It's not very warm anymore. And that's with no diesel heater, dude. I just had all three burners going. Mistakes were definitely made. I forgot to cook the chicken. I normally would have thrown that in the wok, like right after the onions and the garlic, but like I forgot. So by the time I had all the vegetables, or most of the vegetables in the wok, I decided just to pull out a separate pan, unfortunately, but it had to be done, dude. Had to cook the chicken. And then the other thing is, like, I don't know, dude, in this camper, for some reason, it always takes forever for water to boil. And so from now on, if I'm ever cooking noodles, dude, I should have put those on right away. Oh my gosh. But I was definitely right. I don't think with this type of dish it matters what kind of noodle you use, dude. Just put a little soy and teriyaki on the noodle. Oh man, so good. Me personally, I would much rather have it this way than like over rice, dude. I love the texture and taste of the noodles. But obviously you could totally do this over rice. What a treat, dude. What a sweet couple of days, dude. Oh man. Way cool. I think the sweetest thing was like where I'm camped right now. The first time that we rolled through this area, I saw a truck camper. I'm pretty sure it was a truck camper at this exact same spot. And I think I even said in that video, like, man, that dude's got a sick spot. So I'm super stoked to get this spot. Oh my gosh. Like the view is phenomenal. Just great. And I got super lucky, dude. I don't know how. When I rolled in last night, there were quite a few rigs here. Obviously, you'll see from the drone footage, but like they were way spread out. I mean, I felt like I had plenty of privacy and whatnot, but I figured today when I went on that joyride that there would probably be a lot of people, especially when you get into the really thick part of like the Valley of the Gods, dude, where you're like on like kind of a cliff thing in the middle and you're just surrounded by like the coolest looking rocks just sticking out from the ground everywhere. It's oh my gosh, it's so cool. Last time that we rolled through here, there were quite a few people in that area, all kind of parked around, taking pictures and stuff. And like I said, we rolled through like right around sunset, but like, oh my gosh, dude, there was no one there. It was amazing. I had that whole area to myself and I just took my time. I parked right in the middle of the whole thing and just got out, dude, and took in the view just all around. Just, oh my gosh. What a pleasure. What a gift, dude. Like, oh wow. And obviously I took the drone out and I took my time with that too, but like, and then I drove like all the way through it, and then I decided to turn around once I got to the other end of the thick of it, and I I don't think there was one car after I went through the thick of it again. My drone battery was about to die as I was like rolling out, so I stopped so I could just switch the battery out. And as I was parked in the middle of the road, one other car went by, and I was just like, "Wow, that's it, dude! Like, what a sweet day! What a sweet couple of days to spend at Valley of the Gods." Oh man, wow. So I suppose a couple announcements, maybe just one. Uh, so tomorrow I have to leave for my job. I guess I'll just say it's like in the Moab area, and it's going to be a little bit interesting. And the reason why it's going to be kind of interesting for me anyway is because this is not like a seasonal job. I mean, there is like a season and stuff, but it's not like your typical seasonal job that I've usually gotten where like you're given like a place to park, you know, a place to shower, fill up on water, that kind of stuff. So it is not like that. I actually just have to like go to work every day and then afterwards like find a spot to stay. I suppose that could bring up a few concerns. I don't know. I've lived in a city before in a van, but I was doing DoorDash at the time, but it was fine. This is in a truck camper. It's a little bit different. It's also in Moab, dude, which like is totally fine. There's like places all around Moab, like all around the entire town, where I can park and stay, and I'm not really too worried about that. And there's also like free water, free dump everywhere. I'm actually kind of excited to maybe like see if there's like a gym in town. If you know of any gyms in town, if any of you guys know anything about Moab, dude, or if you know any like truck camper people, van lifer people that like live there and work, let me know, dude. Any advice would be super appreciated. But yeah, there could be like a couple challenges, but like I'm looking forward to it. I'm super stoked. The job is super unique. That'll probably be in the next episode. By the time that this video comes out, I think I would have done the job for a couple of days already. So I think it'll make sweet content, dude, and it's going to be really super interesting, which means that my life is going to be super interesting. And I love that, dude. Even if there's a couple challenges, the only thing I'm really worried about with like the parking in town is like I'll never do it unless it rains like a lot. Like if it rains like a ton, Moab's a pretty sandy place, dude. Every time that I've been there, almost every spot that I've gone to stay at gets pretty muddy or sandy if it were to rain. So it's just the way she goes, man. We'll take it one step at a time. So the boss seems pretty cool. Maybe after I've been there for a little while, you know, I plan on being like a pretty good worker, dude, showing up on time and like just killing it. So maybe they'll let me park at like their places. I would like to make a couple friends. I did realize the other day actually when I got this job, and then I was like thinking about like the logistics and all of that, like, and coming up with a plan. I did realize, dude, that like I have not talked to like a person like in like real life in a very long time. Pretty much like since the breakup, dude. I have spent my time way out in the middle of nowhere. I suppose I've gone to the gym, so I've like been around people for like those couple weeks where I was in the mountains, but like I never talked to anyone. I've not had like a real face-to-face conversation. I think the last person that I had like a 5-minute conversation with was Kevin. In that UPS store gym parking lot. But other than that, dude, I have been alone, and you know, I don't mind. I love being alone. If you like being alone, this lifestyle is definitely for you. If you like being alone in beautiful remote areas, I have a lot of fun by myself. I don't hardly ever really feel probably too crazy lonely. I suppose most definitely not more lonely than someone who's alone living in a house would feel or anything like that. But I did, one of my best friends did call me yesterday, and we were talking, and like, I do think that this will be good, dude, to like go have a job in like a town with like amenities, maybe live a little bit of that like city truck camper life for a little while, dude. Maybe like make some friends. It'll just be like a good reset, like maybe just a good reset after the last couple months, with everything that's gone on, and maybe it'll just be, I don't know. I'm looking forward to it, dude. It seems like it's going to be a pretty fun adventure, so I hope that it works out, and obviously I will bring you guys along for whatever the future holds. So anyway, I would say that these last 2 days off that I've had, my last 2 days of being unemployed per se, I would say that we lived some great, good, gosh darn truck camper life these last couple days. What a blast, dude. And so thank you for coming along on this awesome truck camper adventure. And I suppose on that note, guys, that about wraps this one up. Away she goes, I suppose. If you made it this far in the video, then chances are you're probably into this kind of stuff. So make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. The next one's probably going to be super interesting. So, and keep on living that dream. And if you haven't found that dream yet, don't stop looking for it, because you never know where it might be. You might even find that it's living alone in a truck camper for months and months, seeing no one, but also at the same time seeing like some of the most beautiful places ever, driving through Valley of the Gods completely alone as well, just taking it all in, and just being super grateful that you've had that opportunity to live that way and see all of these beautiful places, dude. Since October. I haven't had a job since October. What a sweet life. What a sweet adventure this has been. So, anyway, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.